Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, here's another linear regression. I've taken this one from the June 2021 exam. Now, this question was not originally a linear regression. It just gave us a table, and here is the actual problem. So the actual problem has an equation, but what I want you guys to see is that they basically just did a linear regression and rounded everything to the 10th place. That's how they came up with this equation. But so we're going to do that, and then we're going to answer these questions on the slope, and we're going to answer the questions about the slope. What does it mean? And what's the y-intercept mean? I thought this would be a good problem. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this table, I'm going to enter it, and then I'm going to use linear regression to come up with the equation, and I'm going to round it to the nearest 10th place. So let's just do that. So got to go get the calculator. Here it is. I've entered all the data already to save time. So we got time and height. So now I'm just going to go home screen. And then I go data statistics. Down here, the X variable is time. Over here, the Y variable is height. It's a positive slope. And it almost looks like a perfect correlation. So let's see what we got. We're going to do menu. And we're going to do analyze, regression, and then linear. And now it's very close. It's not quite perfect, but it's very close. So now we're going to take this slope and we're going to round it to the 10th place. So this is 30.4. And then we look to the right and there's a 9. So that means we're going to add 1 to the 4. It's going to be 30.5. And then over here we have 8.6687. So the 6 is in the 10th place. So we look to the right. It also has a 6, so that's 5 or above. So this is going to be 8.7. So our equation, if I go back, it's going to be, it's supposed to be h of t, not y. So it's going to be h of t equals, and what do we have here? We said it was going to be 30.5 t plus is going to be 8.7. And of course, that's what they got as well, but that's how they got it. I wanted you guys to see how they got it. And now we're going to come up with the correlation coefficient. So we're going to take the R squared, which is 0.99778348889. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the square root of the R squared, and that's going to give me the correlation coefficient. So let's do that. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click here. We got control. We got that. So inside is going to be 0.9977834889. And then I press enter. So it tells me the correlation coefficient is 0.998. So what that means is if I'm rounding it to the hundredths place, it's going to be the 8 is greater than 5. So I'm going to add 1 to the 9, which is going to make it 10. So I'm going to add 1 to this one, which is going to make that 10. So basically, this is saying that if we rounded it to the hundredths place, the correlation coefficient is going to be a perfect correlation. So when we round it, it's a perfect correlation. So boom, we're done. We got that part. Now, let's go over here and look at the actual question. It said, what does the slope mean? Now, the slope we calculated as 30.5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over 1. Whenever you're trying to interpret slope, you should always make it into a nice fraction. All right, so I did. Now, all you have to do is use the units in order to answer this question. So the x units are minutes, and the y units are feet. So what does this slope mean? It means that for every minute that passes, the balloon rises 30.5 feet. So the balloon is rising at a rate of 30.5 feet per minute. That's what the slope means. Every minute that passes, the balloon rises 30.5 feet. That's what the y-intercept or the slope means. Now, what does the y-intercept mean? Well, the y-intercept is 8.7, and that simply means when t is 0, that's the height of the balloon. So before we even release the balloon, it's at a height of 8.7. So basically what it's saying is, here's the balloon, here's the basket, and it's saying that the basket is not on the ground, so we gotta, I'm trying to do this. So we're gonna make some stairs. So we gotta climb these stairs, about 8 feet, almost 9 feet of stairs. We're gonna get into the balloon, and then we're gonna release the ropes and all that stuff, and then it's gonna fly away. But this is the initial height of the balloon. It's 8.7. So it's the initial height. It's the height when the time is 0. Any of those things work, but that's all you needed to do. I think this is a good question because honestly, linear regressions are just dumping it into the calculator. The most important thing is to be able to take an equation and understand what the slope means, what the y-intercept means. I think that's a better question. And I wish the exam makers would give us more of these. But anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to post it.